Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pyre. This is Barendipitous. So, we continue our journey, and this, for sure, has got to be the last cycle of the rites. It is daybreak. You are to set forth now for the Ridge of Gold, for what appears to be the final time. Thereafter, you shall return here for one last exile's final chance at liberty. Alright, here we go. So I guess, let's see. How many liberation rights have we had so far? Let's see, we set free, Hedwin, Ruki, Jodariel. We failed and let Tamitha go, that's 4. Then we let Sir Gilman and Bertrude, that's 6. So 7. That means, let's see, right now we have, we have 4 here, so meaning that 3 have to remain here. Let's humor Tizo this time. Your intentions to explore the sweeping plains of Bloomingpool were dashed when, on your arrival, several of the wagon's strong-willed drive imps escaped. Fortunately, their disposition toward mischief proves predictable enough, and soon all imps are once again accounted for. However, Tizo also has a nasty bite to show for it. Aww. Very angry with his fellow drive imps. You dressed a minor wound, which ought to heal soon, but the incident took much of your remaining time this day, and left both you and Tizo awaiting its merciful conclusion. -2 quickness. Wish him a swift recovery. Yeah. Aww, Tizo. Tizo seems to be in the midst of conversation with the lone minstrel as you approach the two of them. The little imp appears perturbed about something. And above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land knew better than to underestimate him in spite of his little stature. In that respect, Tizo, and in so many others, I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. He'd be asking the lone minstrel to confirm that he's not playing some sort of prank. I am being serious. Have you known me to be the jesting sort? Admitting the lone minstrel has always been sincere with him. Just so. Then please do not denigrate yourself, for you are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the 8. And more importantly, you are my friend. Ah, grateful to the lone minstrel for his kind words and considered him a friend as well. The Nightwings need you now more so than ever. Then the lone minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, reader? I mean, yeah, he's been really good. You concur with the lone minstrel's assessment of Tizo as a most remarkable and irreplaceable member of the group. He's an extraordinary imp indeed. Aww. At this, Tizo rushes up to you and gives you an imp hug. Grateful to you for your kindness and your support of him. Tizo bounds off happily as the lone minstrel looks on. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, reader. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special. A quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. Once there was a time when he was the sole imp able to conduct the rites. Since then, however, other triumvirates have found imps within the capacity for it. With the capacity for it. They make for useful allies now, more than willing to conduct the rites while having no desire to leave this place, although little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. In any case, I'm certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. The lone minstrel bows his head on his way out, bidding you a good rest of the afternoon. Gained 1 hope for the next rite. Okay. Continue. Here we are. It's getting dark. It's dark and cloudy here. Alright, here we are. You know something, guys? I heard a crazy story, that old Bertrude. She finally got on out of here back to the other side. Can you believe it? You give her my regards, okay? Because I got a lot of customers because of her. And I do mean a lot. Anyway, what can I do you for? I can't really do that, can I? Must be a lucky day here. I don't know what, Dad. Alright. After making all the necessary preparations amid the untamed reaches of the Ridge of Gold, you and your companions await the commencement of the rites. It is quieter even than usual at the onset of such events. The lone minstrel appears, bearing some sort of news. I have checked, and it appears as though the chastity have not yet arrived yet, Rita, sir. There is no sign of Manly, or anyone. Their sigil is not set either. If what he says is true and your adversaries are not present, then you presume the rite cannot commence. However, the stars themselves soon indicate you are mistaken. Are we going against the quote-unquote true Nightwings this time? Oh dear. What about it? What?
Much like a stack of books. The flame. Because of you. Because of your outlandish plan. Not that you care. Not that you shall live to see this place again. Your attempts at revolution shan't succeed. Though by all means keep trying. As for myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
The rite is set to commence, but your adversaries, they have failed to show. By the scribes, they must have lost all hope. Indeed, as the rites are drawing to a close, some of the triumvirates who you have met, perhaps they are beginning to decide the stars are not worth heeding any longer. Manly, you wonder whether he would give up on the rites like that. He seemed so convinced he would prevail and returning glory to the Commonwealth. Perhaps a contrary reality is too much for him to take. In any case, we have begun the ceremony here, and so I ask that we end it. Huh. So do we just put out that little flame over there? I mean, is that it? Huh. Huh. Maybe we won against them too much or something? My only hope is that our would-be adversaries find some peace. Oh, come on, man. No one speaks further of the chastity back at the Black Wagon. Everyone is instead preoccupied with the rite that is to come. Tezos can scarce believe this is to be the final opportunity to liberate one of your own. The stars always shine with truth. The ending of the cycle of the rites is now upon us. He looks over to you. Please look forth, Rita, sir, and see this for yourself. You may well surmise where we are going next. The others turn to you as well. You turn toward the wagon's door. You know what you shall see out there. Now, however, the time has come to face it. The dim and fading light of the final star still pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention, guiding you toward the end point of your path. You see plain the golden star of Solium. Solium. Look upon it for the last. Even this star is not shining anymore. '81, wow. So there are 7 liberation rites total. Oh, that means that, like, 1 person... Oh, 2 people would stay if I won all of them. Yep, just as I thought. They've all given up except the quote-unquote true Nightwings. You are summoned to the fall of Solium for your 7th and final liberation rite. Thus shall the cycle of the rites be ended for an age. You sense that, if the rites ever shall commence again, it shall not be during your lifetime, or that any of your companions, even the longest-lived ones, or that of any... The stars reveal to you one thing more. The adversary whom you face shall be Orlek. Already he has crossed Scribe's Gate, and awaits your arrival. If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings in their own likeness, perhaps it is only fitting that the Nightwings should, in the end, be forced to face themselves. It is a shame that we should have to confront Orlek in the end. Our goals should never have been at cross purposes. I am surprised that this is what the scribes desire. For now, it may be best that you recover until dawn. Regain your strength as best you can for the coming trial. Rest well, reader. The group disperses as exhaustion sets in. At dawn, you fly to Mount Elodial to make a final effort to achieve your plan and get somebody home. But who? I have an idea. I think what I'll do is I'll send Pamitha, because Tizo is oh gosh.
Your so-called friends. You are accomplice to their hateful plot. They are exploiting you.
And
You shall never have your
yeah, I know that. By dawn, you are already up and about after a troubled slumber. The Black Wagon is prepared for its final voyage to the fall of Solium. No one speaks. As you lift to the skies, a lone minstrel raises his voice, cutting through the somber mood. Raider, a certain olden ballad comes to mind just now. I think it may befit the circumstance. Perhaps it may help to pass the time along our flight. Would you mind very much if I were to play this song for the Nightwings? By all means. Your music is wonderful. You urge the lone minstrel to play his ballad so that all among you might hear it. He begins without another word. I'm not even dashing. Well done, as always. You touch down amid the old masonry of Mount Elodial to make pilgrimage to the summit for one last time. There, one last liberation rite shall soon commence. There, one last exile shall regain his or her freedom. All others shall remain to carry out their sentences here in the downside for the remainder of their lives. And in the Commonwealth, the plan of which you are a part shall either come to fruition or shall be suppressed. After having landed, you join Pamitha on an expedition to the monument of Molten Melith for what is likely to be the final time. Well, Pamitha, here you are again. Enjoy it while you can, I guess, because it sounds like this is your last chance. And everyone's. What would you even do if Rita darling here decided to pick you? Have you even decided yet? Or need more time there, You'll always be an outcast, Pamitha. There's nothing waiting for you where you're from, and your sister hates you. Yet, you want to go back anyway. Oh, good. Maybe because they thought they'd seen the last of you. Just imagine the looks on their faces. Soon she is finished. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Molten Melith has shown you favor. At dawn you shall begin your last ascent, for now your vocations may occupy what little time you have to spare. Nice. Now he's the only one in need of mentoring. You and Volford review what observations you have made thus far about the various triumvirates you have confronted on your journey. He has keen insights about some of them. Nice. Long did I bide my time in anticipation that one day the Nightwings would reform under a common cause. To be a part of it myself, it nourishes the spirit. Oh, that's pretty good. Either we stand between each other's paths to freedom, or we help each other on our way. I try to always bear this truth in mind. And on we go. To Scribe's Gate. A messenger imp traveled all the way to your location in the sheer cliffs of Mount Eladiel to bring you the latest news and rumors from the other side. The imp brings tidings about Bertrude in particular, and what became of her since she was liberated at the fall of Solium. I was a bit disappointed, actually, that I didn't get to voice one last line from Sir Gilman, but oh well. You learned she shrugged off all the pomp surrounding her return, and retreated to her native home in the southern bogs. Thereafter she proved difficult for the Commonwealth to reach. Each time officials came to her with various opportunities, she would curse them and then send them on their way. Finally, however, she met with certain guests of a different sort. She is now working with Volfred's sons and daughters of the Revolution, putting messages to parchment and creating pigments that they use to spread their word and cause. She leaves a message for you personally. We shall be watching ye. Coming from her, you take it for a compliment. So, I think, 5 exiles now, who have come back, have refused positions. Does that not make the Commonwealth suspicious at all? You thank the imp for bringing you these details your companions gather to discuss. Expresses hope to one day visit Bertrude at her home in the southern bogs. Now there's someone I wouldn't want to be my enemy. It was enough to have her as a friend. She must know everything. I could have learned so much from her, I think. I hope we'll see her again soon. My debt to you is fully paid, O Bertrude, my friend. Yet through your great wisdom, we might still achieve much more. The news of Bertrude's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with resolve. The messenger imp accepts a small bite to eat from you and heads off. 1+1 hope. Very nice. You stand before the Scribe's Gate with your companions. The gate guardian is there, as ever, but you sense something different in her. The exiles of the Nightwing, we shall not meet again after the coming rite. Tariq and I, it shall be time we take our rest, I think. Greetings, Celeste. I would tell you that the Nightwings are prepared, though this time I am uncertain anyone amongst us feels thus. We have a duty to uphold, Tariq. And then what, Celeste? And then nothing. Not for the Rites or us. Not to the dawn of a new age. Now, Nightwing, step forward. Please state your names, and what is it that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate? One by one your fellow exiles approach her, now with sureness in their step. Chizo believes that his ancestors are watching over the Nightwings and seeks to live up to their legacy. Pamitha Thane here. I came seeking my blood sister Tamitha's forgiveness, since she ended up in here because of me. Maybe something good can come of it as yet. Oh, my name is Faye, and I am here because the scribes. This is the path that they have shown me and all of us. I like it when they call to me.
My name is Wolfred Sandalwood. I long as yet to see an age where freedom is one's birthright, and no longer are good people such as these forced to contend for it. Eventually you step forth once more. You, a crippled scholar who vowed to help his friends be free again, and who managed to come thus far with this group. The Gate Guardian observes you for a moment, then motions past the archway toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Except for you, Tariq. You stay right there. I thought you said. The rites are not yet ended, Tariq. He looks to her, then over to the rest of you. Pardon me, everyone. I shall be there when the stars align. The Gate Guardian and the Lone Minstrel remain together as the rest of you depart. You have gained the summit of Mount Eladio for the 7th time, the final time in which any one of you shall have a chance to leave the downside. The Beyonder Crystal seeks you. Thank you for visiting on such short notice, reader. I understand you have important matters to attend to, so let me be blunt. Please listen for a moment, then. Oh, when the music cuts out, you know it's important. I know this whole affair is coming to an end. All of it. I sense the binds that formed the rites becoming weak. Which means, soon you will not need me anymore. Not that you have needed me at any point, but still, my services will not be of any further use. I would love to tell you that this means I shall be free from my eternal prison. For some of my Beyonders, it shall be a release. My accomplices are bound by weaker words than those which have bound me. They shall fade away, I think, and finally rest. I, however, shall remain. She hesitates for a moment. Thus, I have a proposition for you. I do not know where you shall go from here, but I ask you to take me there, wherever it shall be. By that I mean, take this stone prison of mine and keep it. Do not just leave it, as all your predecessors have. Each time their stay among the Nightwings reached an end. Soon the Beyonder crystal shall serve no use at all, except to keep me trapped. I am content to remain thus, for I have little choice. But I would prefer to do so in your company. For I do enjoy your company, reader. This may not be much of a compliment, but I assure you that I much prefer your company to an eternity of solitude. I have no wish to see you gain in years and to eventually decay whilst I remain unchanging, but I should rather have more years whilst having contact. Even if those years are to be brief, they shall afford me many more in which I might think back upon our times. Nor do I expect you to accommodate my needs, for I am well aware I have my limits in accommodating yours. That is to say, I wish you to go forth this night and live your life however you see fit, for your own sake. May all this rites business enrich your coming days somehow. And, in considering that life after this night, if you think that there may be a place in it for me, however small, then, once again, I simply ask that you take me along. That way, should you ever wish to visit me again sometime, you could. And I would like to have that as an option, more than not. My request here is a selfish one, for there is little I can offer in exchange other than what little my companionship is worth. Perhaps I could lull you to sleep once in a while. Who knows? You could always try to sell the Beyonder crystal for a reasonable sum somewhere, or something to that end. There must be someone out there with an interest in this thing. So then, you have heard my sad little proposition. What do you say? Honestly, yeah, of course. You grasp the Beyonder crystal and set it into the folds of your clothing. Sandra senses this and makes a sound as though surprised. Thank you, reader. She is at a loss for a moment, then... Let us go, then, from this place. Go and face your last remaining adversaries, and may you crush them under heel and achieve the outcome which you seek. I believe you shall prevail. She disappears into the stone for now. You took the Beyonder crystal with you. Keep it with you.
Very nice.
Hey guys. I guess you probably heard the big news, eh? Yeah, I'm going out of business here, I guess.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Just haven't been the same, you know, with all this, with the stars fading out and stuff. Anyways, I just wanted to say, you guys are great, and I'm sure I'm gonna miss having you guys as customers and all that. But I got some good news though too. All my stuff, it's all on sale now, and I'll throw a little extra there just for you, okay? So, enjoy. Maybe I'll be seeing you around, you guys around, okay?
They're 5% off. Great. A mere 5%. I have no need of these anymore, do I?
They're leaving, Dad. Just look at how much we got this time.
Alright. Well, I'm actually going to call this the end of an episode here. It seems appropriate after all. Thank you for watching. All the best.